this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mercury, which on February 7th is going to be transiting its good friend planet Saturn's sign of Capricorn. So from February 7th till February 26th, Mercury is going to be in a strong dignity. And guys, as you know that in our day-to-day life, this is a kind of planet which becomes very important for all of us. Whether you are an actor, performing artist, you are a business personnel. So Mercury actually governs all of our lives. Like in today's day and age, if you actually have to pick talent or see talent in someone's personality, in someone's life, so I would say that more than any other planet, Mercury actually has got a very strong say in actually bestowing talent in any specific field. Like I still remember yesterday I went to watch a play which was recommended by one of the common friend, and oh my god, not only the actors were very good, but the way one person was switching from one accent to another accent and the delivery of lines, blending his body language, you can fairly see the resonance of the planet Mercury. And definitely guys, we are actually living in a day and age where Mercury, Rahu, these planets becomes very important. I'm very much sure that you must have used that new AI app, Chat GPT. So anything can be done these days. And yes guys, if in any way your business, your aspirations are aligned with the fields of travel, communication, social media, business dealing, lot many networking, so Mercury's transit will become very important for you. And guys, when we talk about the general theme of this transit of Mercury, so as we cannot even overlook this fact that Mercury is very impressionable planet as well. So with the blessings that during this time when Mercury is going to be transiting in the Capricorn sign, all the planets are actually in a very strengthened state. Like the Lord of the Capricorn, Saturn is in its strong dignity. Rahu is in a strong dignity. Jupiter is also strengthened, being transiting in its own sign. So Mercury being in the Capricorn will make your communication, your business dealing, your thought process very grounded, very practical, very realistic, very goal oriented. So overall guys, in a nutshell, this is going to be very positive transit for all of us. And depending on your chart, your right now your undertakings, good results can be attained. And guys, the way other planets are going to be behaving during this time, in this timeline, so yes, Rahu is going to be changing its nakshatra. I have already made a video on that. Sun is going to be entering the sign of Aquarius, and after that Venus is also going to be very soon getting exalted as well. So overall guys, planets are in a strong dignity to bestow good results. So okay guys, without any further ado, let's now start our discussion customized to all the lagnas. Now guys, for all the Aries lagna natives, so in your case, although Mercury is not a very auspicious planet for you, but if you are working in the domain of like third house, this could be sales, media, marketing, being a performing artist, being a content creator, or you're working in the fields of health industry, fitness industry. So definitely Mercury actually rules all these two houses which governs these professions in your case. And Mercury is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So one thing is for sure guys, that all of your initiatives, all of your efforts will be very much goal oriented, and if your ongoing dashas are also running favorable, and during this time you will initiate any project, or for any important project, you have to deal with some prominent people, you have to introduce a new proposal to your bosses, if you have to go for any important work related travels, work related meetings, so you will be able to perform good. So overall guys, because Mercury's entry in your 10th house will definitely make you a very good multitasker. You will be able to communicate or express yourself with the best of your capabilities, and nothing could be better than that. That if your profession, your occupation is straight away connected with the domain of the third house, sales, media, marketing, travel and tour, or the 6th house, so all those people will definitely get benefited. And if you have been awaiting any of the positive development at your professional front, so during this time things will work out in your favor. That is something which can be said via looking at all the planetary influence specific to your lagna. Now guys, for all the Taurus lagna natives, In your case, Mercury is a very auspicious planet. Mercury is a very good friend of your Lagnesh as well, because it has got the rulership over your second house and the fifth house, and it is going to be transiting in the ninth house. So before I will switch to the material and the worldly side, from the spiritual perspective, planets transiting from the ninth house is a very blessed time. So I would say that in any way, in whichever capacity, like writing the name of the gods, reading the holy scriptures, bases your faith of the gods, will be very auspicious. Any of the charities done during this time will also prove to be very much favorable for you in times to come. Now getting back to the worldly side, so definitely guys, during this time, making any of the investments will prove to be very profitable. Any of the work related travel will prove to be very profitable. Your communication style of your communication will remain very promising, very motivating, very inspiring. So regarding all that front, I would say that time is actually very favorable. And guys, even from the point of view of any of the people who are connected with the fields of art, entertainment, media, or starting to work on some new projects, initiating some new projects, so things will work out in your favor. So yes guys, whether we talk about the financial aspect, like I would say that if, because guys, in your case, try to understand this thing. Ever since Saturn has transited to your 10th house, so your planets are actually is in a very strengthened state. Like your Karaka planet is in a strengthened state, creating a like a shash yoga for you, and Jupiter is also right now is in a very strengthened state in your 11th house. So with this transit, like just looking at the transit of the planets, I can actually give you a green signal to speculate or work hard or invest in all those ventures, even if they look a bit risky on the surface. But your stars and basis the planets are actually influencing you, you might make it big. This is what the transit is influencing you, like suggesting for you. And also guys, for all those people, like whether in your case it's your children's admission to any of the important universities, or whether you are of that age that you have been applying for any scholarship, admission to any of the college or university, so over there as well things can work out in your favor. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, definitely this is the transit of your ascendant lord. So that means your whole focus will go in the house where Mercury is going to be transiting. And just because guys, in your case, your ascendant lord and the 4th house lord is going to be transiting in the 8th house, so beyond doubt, people who are actually operating in the domain of the 8th house, they will definitely get benefited. Like you are working in the fields of insurance, revenue, investment, banking, all those people will get benefited. Second thing is that, because guys, whenever Mercury is transiting in the Capricorn, it actually becomes very serious, very conventional, very goal oriented, very far sighted. And just because it is now transiting in your 8th house, so it will actually make you very pragmatic, very mature, thinking on the lines of morality, thinking on the lines of saving money or investing in your security, safeguarding your future. And nothing would be better than that if you are actually invested in the fields of research or any of the scientific pursuit as well, so this is going to be a very good time. And definitely guys, because ascendant lord is going in the 8th house, so valuing your me time and self reflection, introspection can also be foreseen with this entry of Mercury in your 8th house. So overall guys, and I would also say that the way planets are influencing you, because Saturn now, a very auspicious planet for you, is it has already transited to your 9th house. So I would say that any of the concerns of paternal property related dispute as well, so this entry of your ascendant lord in the 8th house will initiate or trigger a very positive outcome for you. So overall guys, I'm not seeing this transit vulnerable for you in any of the undertakings connected with Mercury, whether in your case it is getting applicable in the form of your performances, or your communication, your business dealing. It might make you a little bit slow, but for something good, very pragmatic, very realistic, very far sighted. That is all what I can say for all the Gemini Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your 12th house and the 3rd house, and it is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So definitely guys, if in any capacity you are a lawyer, or you are studying law, or you are a journalist, or you are a mass communication student, or even if you are like pursuing art in any form, so this could be a very favorable transit for all those people. Second thing is that guys, like the way I say this thing, that public is there in the 7th house. Your talent, your efforts are there in the 3rd house. So any of the marketing, any of the projects where you are targeting the masses, if initiated during this time, could actually reap some very good rewards. Second thing is that guys, over here, that because of the accountability, responsibility, or because of catering to the needs of your partner, now this could be within the marriage, or this could be in any of the business commercial undertakings, there could be some last moment travel which might keep you busy, occupied. But the best part over here is that guys, because the way planets are right now influencing you, because if you will actually pay attention to what is happening for all the Cancer Lagna, so in your case, Saturn is already transiting in your like 8th house. A planet of Adhyatma is transiting in the house of Adhyatma. Planet of religion is transiting in the house of religion. So you are actually going through some very deeply self introspection, time of self reflection, thinking in the lines of life and death and soul elevation, morality. So you are actually going through a very blessed time. So I would say that whatsoever churning up will take place in your thought process, in your inner monologue, it might be driving you in the right direction. So yes guys, overall, whether you are connected with the fields of law, media, communication, this is going to be favorable transit for you, specifically from the perspective of the planet Mercury. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury becomes a very important planet for you, specifically in the matters of your finances, income, opportunities, your public image. So I would say that Mercury being your 2nd and the 11th house lord, transiting in the 6th house in a strengthened state, will make your public dealings, aspect of your communication, your public dealing very analytical. Like you will actually be in a state or capacity to work hard. And nothing would be better than that if your life's undertakings are right now connected with the 6th house as well. Like you're already going through any nervous system related concerns and you want to get treated for that. Any of the concerns of loans. So that can also work out in your favor. Lastly, guys, the only one thing which I want to say over here is that like definitely all those people who are connected with the fields of IT, electronics, health, fitness, problem solving, connected industries, it's a good time for all those people. Like you will also be able to do multitasking very efficiently in any of your line of work. The only concern is that what I've generally seen a lot many times, that Leo Lagna people actually are very social people. Like they command a very active social life. So do not undertake the burden of other people's problems so much that it will make you go through a lot of anxiety related concerns, because your 11th house lord is transiting in your 6th house, and beyond doubt Saturn has already transited to your 7th house of your accountability towards the world. Jupiter transiting in the 8th house might be making you play the role of a counselor to other people's suffering, other people's problems. So I would say that as long as you can handle shouldering too many responsibilities of your friends, of your network, it's fine, but do not go overboard that it is gonna drain you at the end. But yes guys, for any of the financial undertakings, multitasking at your work front, this is going to be a very favorable transit for all the Leo Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, definitely it is your ascendant lord. So that means this transit is important for you because your whole focus is going in the matters of that house. So guys, I would say that in whichever capacity you are operating, like because your intelligence we see from the 5th house, and your academics we see from over here. So let's say for example, whether right now in your life it's your own education which is your central concern, or whether this is the like education of your children, they have to write any important exams, that is your central concern. So just merely looking at the planetary transit, things looks like to be in your favor. And guys, we cannot even overlook this fact that Saturn has just entered your sixth house of competition. So nothing could be better than that. The planet of memory and intelligence, of academics, cognitive skills is transiting from your fifth house. So now whether you are a student, whether you are a counselor, whether you are a government spokesperson, so or you are a teacher, you are a performing artist, you are a software developer, so in whichever capacity you are operating, the transit seems to be working out a lot in your favor. Second thing is that guys, just because whatsoever happens from fifth house, sometimes it is also equally responsible for the transformation at our work front as well. So let's say for example, if you are in that stage right now where you are contemplating some changes, transformation, experimenting with your job profile, with your skill set, so from the transit point of view, things looks like to be safeguarding you, that if your ongoing dashas are running favorable and you are contemplating any of the changes at your work front, so this entry of Mercury in your fifth house being in the Capricorn will definitely support all those experiments in your favor. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your 9th house and the 12th house. So beyond doubt, Mercury is a very important auspicious planet for you. Guys, when we talk about different ways of attaining nirvana or spiritual bliss, I would say with different lagnas, there are different practices which are advisable. But in your case, because 12th house is the house of moksha, and 9th house is the actual house of religion, like 9th house is the house of the god, and where the god reside 4 places ahead of it, it's in the 12th house. So different sort of practices might work for different people, for different lagna, but in your case, reading the scriptures becomes very important. Like if you're a Hindu, so with any other lagna, contemplating like doing the bhajana, going for the pilgrimages might work for some other person, but in your case, reading the Ramcharitmanas, reading the holy scriptures will actually work out a lot in your favor. Like your spiritual progress will actually take place very rapidly. So now guys, yes, coming to the transit, so because Mercury is going to be transiting from your 4th house, so I would say that you will be able to plan things with a very far-sighted vision. Any of the matters of property, domestic life, and if you are in that stage where you have to take some important decision, you have to allocate things or plan for your future, and during this time when Saturn has already transited to your 5th house, guys, never ever undermine the importance of the 5th house, because 5th house tells about the way our mind function, and Saturn being transiting over there, your mind will actually work with a very distant vision for yourself. And with this entry of Mercury over here, it's a very good time for planning in advance for any of the home, property, family, life related matters. And yes guys, nothing could be better than that, that if during this time you have to go for any of the religious religious pilgrimages with your family members, organize any of the spiritual retreat at your home, regarding that front as well, it's a very good transit for you. So overall guys, and also like when we talk about the house which governs public, so over there 4th house also plays a very important role. So if you are a performing artist and during this time you have to give any of the performances, so you will be able to perform good as well. So overall guys, it's a good transit for all the Libra Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, beyond doubt, Mercury is not a favorable planet for you, but the transit of Mercury right now taking place in such a time where all the slow moving planets are guarding you. So I would say that definitely guys, this transit of Mercury in your 3rd house will make you work very hard. Any of the matters of planning or any of the concerns of investment, acting out with full of your resourcefulness, being able to encash on any of the opportunity. So regarding all that front, this could be a favorable transit for you. And guys, nothing could be better than that you are operating on a level where you have to multitask a lot, you have to coordinate with different departments, you have to deal with the prominent people. So this could be a favorable transit for you. But guys, like the way I said this thing at the beginning, that there is always going to be a if and but whenever a planet which is inauspicious for your lagna is transiting in some specific house, because third house has got lot of aggression attached to it, and because Mercury also carries with it eighth house energy as well. So if you are going to be utilizing this transit in a positive way, like working with a lot of discretion, far-sighted vision, then this could be a very good transit for you. But let's say, for example, if you're a kind of person who's very headstrong, who's very rash, you do not have any control on your words, so then this can make you aggressive, this can make you reckless as well. So I would say, guys, specific to your lagna, a lot will be dependent on the way planets are operating in your natal chart and which all dashas are currently operational in your case. But overall, guys, one thing is for sure, that you will be able to multitask a lot, you will be filled with energy, you will not step back while initiating any new kind of venture. You will also act out with a degree and sense of being very opportunistic as well. And most importantly, you will display strong resourcefulness during this time when Mercury is going to be transiting from your third house. And nothing would be better than that. All those people who are working in the fields of sales, media, marketing, performances, all the self-made entrepreneurs and all of that. So this could be a very auspicious transit for all those people. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your 7th house and the 10th house, and it is going to be transiting from your 2nd house, which can be seen as a very favorable transit for you. Like, you'll be able to encash on any of the opportunity. Like, you'll be able to stabilize any of the concerns of ongoing turbulence in the matters of your finances. And yes, guys, because 2nd house primarily and chiefly tells about our speech, our communication as well. So whether you are working as a counselor, you are a politician, you are a government employee, you are a spokesperson of any of the important governing body, so you will be able to talk with lot of vision, practicality, lot of substance in your words. So overall, guys, it's a favorable transit for you. The best part over here is that whatsoever opportunity will generate during this time, you will be able to encash on that opportunity as well. Nothing would be better than that if you're already working in the banking field or you are in your family business. So the good part over here is that the way planets are influencing you, any of the development which is going to take place at your professional front during this time, where you have to arbitrate, you have to negotiate any of the financial matters, you will be able to do that with complete expertise. This is something which can be said specific to your lagna. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury is a very auspicious planet for you. It has got the rulership over your 6th house and your 9th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 1st house. That is the only reason, guys, you will find the Capricorn Lagna natives very analytical. They work with a very sharp intellect, and a lot many times you will find these people the most duty oriented, because 6th house is the house of your duty, of your work ethics, and the other house which Mercury rules for you guys is the 9th house, seeing God and religion in your duties and always being very serviceful. So yes, guys, I would say that the government employees or people who are on top management, or in all those cases where giving presentation, addressing to the large group of people is an integral part of your line of work. So any of the decision making done by you, any of the presentation, public speaking, any of the hard work or struggle or strong endurance if you have shown in the past couple of months, while handling any of the responsibility. The good result of that will be delivered during this time in the form of name, fame, enhanced reputation. So overall guys, it's a very good time for you. In no matter in whichsoever capacity you are operating right now, this is the time to encash on it, and I would say that it is actually a very favorable transit for you. So for long, if you have been postponing any of the matters of important business related decision, closing up any of the ongoing negotiation which is taking place in any of the projects, any of the kind of tie-ups which you are considering, so finalizing all these deals during this time when your ninth house lord is transiting from your first house will definitely benefit you. And yes guys, if you are a politician, you have to give or in your line of work you have to give a lot of speeches. So during this time when you will open your mouth, people will actually receive that and sense that substance and vision in your words, because guys, your ascendant lord is also right now strengthened in the second house. So overall guys, it's a very favorable transit for you guys. Try to make the best use out of it. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury is a very favorable planet for you, and it is going to be transiting from your 12th house. So guys, everything comes down to that whether we are operating in that domain or not. So let's say for example, if you're already working in the hospitals or in the prisons or in the foreign land or the legal teams of the multinational companies, then definitely you can get benefited. And guys, the good part over here is that because once Mercury will enter your 12th house, it is going to be giving straight aspect to your 6th house as well. So you will be able to arbitrate any of the conflicting situation. There is a strong chance that you will win over any of the litigation or lawsuit related concerns. You will be able to make some very good foreign connections as well. And during this time, if you will undertake any of the important work related foreign trip, foreign travel, so that will also prove to be favorable for you. So overall guys, specific to your Lagna, I only have good things to say, and beyond doubt, because Mercury is the planet of intelligence. It has got the rulership over your 5th house and the 8th house. So if you are heavily invested in yoga, in meditation, research or exploration in any form, in any capacity, so you can also do some breakthrough as well during this time when your ascendant lord is strengthened in your 1st house and Mercury is going to be transiting from your 12th house. Only one thing which I want to say over here is that try to keep your communication very transparent. Many times when planets are transiting from the 12th house, either communication goes ambiguous or we are not able to take actions at the right time. So just that is generally the case when Mercury is afflicted in your natal chart. But looking at it from the transit point of view, this is going to be a very favorable transit for all the Aquarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your 4th house and the 7th house, and it is going to be transiting from your 11th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. Definitely guys, this is going to be time when you will be able to multitask with complete efficiency. You will be able to make some very good connections within your network circle as well, via the right use of your intelligence and your analytical skill. And let's say for example, if you have been on a lookout for finding a partner within your friend circle, so things can actually work out in your favor, or because of your strong convincing skills, you will be able to convince someone to meet any of the important connection, important person which you have been eyeing for a long time. Many times what happens is that we are just trying to connect the dots to reach someone very important. So during this time, things can work out in your favor. And yes guys, like if you have to cater to any of the large group or large number of people via giving performance, if you are in a sales marketing profile, so in any capacity where you have to cater to the large number of people or perform in front of the large audience, things will work out in your favor. So overall guys, it's a favorable transit for you. And the good part over here is that all of that which I have just mentioned for the partnership point of view, kind of start a new venture in partnership as well. So I'm saying this thing with confidence, not only because Mercury is going in the 11th house, but because it is also going in the Capricorn sign, where whatsoever decision you will take, there is going to be strength, stability, and distant good, far-sighted good for both of you. So regarding that front as well, guys, overall it's a positive, favorable transit for you. Do not waste this golden opportunity only in hanging out with your friends. Rather, try to encash on the commercially beneficial side of this transit of Mercury in your 11th house as well. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.